Hello, what is going on, everybody? I hope everybody is doing well today. Today, we're talking about how to tone up. My name is Coach Sam. I'm a fitness coach. I was able to lose 30 pounds in 2.5 months. So now I'm going to be going through a lesson today to help you guys do the same. So, this is today's agenda. Number one, we're going to go through the lesson where I'm going to teach you exactly what to do in order to tone your body up. I mean, if you are looking to lose 20, 30 pounds, or 40 pounds over the next 2 to 3 months, then pay attention. I'm going to teach you exactly what to do. If you would like to peel body fat off of your body and start building some muscle so you look more lean and toned, then pay attention. Okay. So, like I said, I'm a fitness coach. I lost 30 pounds in 2.5 months myself by following these steps that I'm going to be sharing with you today. Now, years ago, when I first got started with fitness, I lost 100 pounds in 6 months. So pay attention to these tips that I'm going to be sharing with you today, because I mean, you could literally be losing 3 pounds over the next 7 days. And then again, another 7 days. Like, you could lose 12 pounds of body fat the next month if you pay attention to what I'm going to be telling you today and you take action on it. Your life will be completely different 6 months from now. The dream body that you have been like dreaming about, you can achieve that if you listen and you take action on what I'm about to tell you. Don't just listen to it, hear what I'm saying and just do one thing that I say today. You taking one action could be the thing that changes your life. So that's what I really want for everybody here. I want everybody to just get one nugget from me and just make one tangible change, because I just got off the phone with a woman the other day who told me she lost 8 pounds in her first week. 8 pounds in her first week. Imagine if she stays consistent with that for a month. Like, that's a guaranteed she's going to be down at least 10 pounds a month if she can stay consistent with that. So let's get into it. Today, we're talking about how to tone up. Now, to tone up means to lose fat and build muscle. Tone up also means body recomposition, because body recomposition and tone up means you want to lose body fat and build muscle. For the fellas, that means you're going to weigh around the same, but you're going to have more muscle on your frame and you're going to be leaner. Ladies, you're going to lose the gut and you're going to grow the legs and the glutes. Body recomposition and tone up, that means we are losing fat and building muscle, meaning the body is going to look more toned. Now, first, we're going to talk about how to lose fat. To lose fat, this is number one. We must burn more calories than we eat. To lose fat, we must burn more calories than we eat. We burn calories by moving our bodies more. I like to burn more calories personally by doing 60 minutes of cardio every day. Or you can do 10,000 steps a day. The key is you want to pick something that you can be consistent with. The next thing is we need to eat less calories. We eat less calories by eating less food. We can also pick foods that are lower in calories. Now, foods that are typically healthy are, generally speaking, lower in calories. Like an apple has less calories than a honey bun. Strawberries has less calories than ice cream. So personally, I like to eat chicken breast and veggies because that is a low calorie meal. It has way less calories than burgers and fries. So if anybody here wants to be losing body fat, they want a meal that is going to be low in calories, eat chicken breast and veggies instead of pizza. Eat chicken breast and veggies instead of burgers and fries. Next, we're going to talk about how to build muscle. To build muscle, we need to lift weights and we need to eat enough protein. To build muscle, we need to lift weights, aka strength train, and we need to eat enough protein. You should be lifting weights 3 to 4 days a week. Most people, on average, do 3 days a week, or it can be 4 days a week. And you want to eat 1 gram of protein for every pound you want to weigh. I like to make sure that I have a lot of protein on every plate of food that I'm eating. That is an easy way for me to make sure that I'm getting in a lot of protein. So a lot of protein on every meal might be some egg whites with my breakfast, or some chicken breasts, or some cod, or some salmon. So I just make sure I have plenty of protein on every plate of food that I'm eating. Now, how should I eat if I want to lose body fat and build muscle? How should you eat if you are looking to lose body fat and build muscle? So you need to follow a meal plan, or you need to eat meals that are low in calories and high in protein. So step number one, we're going to eat 3 meals a day. And guys, please pay attention to what I'm saying right now. This is literally how you build a meal plan for yourself that will help you lose fat and build muscle. And this is going to be so easy that a 5-year-old could do it. So step number one, we're going to eat 3 meals a day. Step number two, each one of these meals should have 40 to 70 grams of protein. You can have 5 to 8 ounces of a protein source like chicken breast, fish, 93% lean ground beef, or egg whites, or you can just have a protein shake. Either one of those is going to give you an adequate amount of protein. Now, ladies can do 40 grams of protein per meal. And if you do that 3 times, that's 120 grams. Men like myself, I do 70 grams of protein at each meal. That means at the end of the day, I have at least 210 grams of protein in. Now, number 3, each meal should contain a lot of fiber. That basically means we want to eat a lot of vegetables or fruit with every meal. I say vegetables or fruit because some people truly do hate vegetables, so you can do some fruit instead. So meaning some people don't want to do egg whites and spinach. Instead, they would rather do egg whites and a side of blueberries. That's fine. Personally, I like to eat 3 cups of veggies with every meal. But if I am having a protein shake, I'm not going to eat vegetables with my protein shake. I would rather have a protein shake with 2 cups of strawberries or maybe a cup of blueberries. Step number 4, if you want to have a snack, pick fruit, Greek yogurt, a protein shake, or something else that is healthy. And you only want to have 1 snack a day. I say have 1 snack a day because the snacks add up. If you have too many snacks, you're going to be eating too many calories, and we have to be conscious of that. And step number 5, we want to track the meals that we are eating in an app like MyFitnessPal so we can stay on top of our calories. This is going to stop us from eating more calories than we should, because ultimately, if we want to lose fat, we need to make sure that we are eating less calories than we burn. What better way to make sure you are eating less calories than you burn than by tracking your calories? Now, if you follow the meal plan or the meal rules that I just gave you above, this will help you keep your calories low so you will be able to lose fat, and it will have your protein high so you will be able to build muscle. Next, we're going to talk about what type of cardio should you do to lose body fat. So step number 1, we want to do 60 minutes of some type of cardio every day, and that is the bare minimum. Now, cardio could be you walking on the treadmill with an incline, or it could be you on the Stairmaster, or you could be on the elliptical, or you could be walking outside, or you can buy a walking pad for your home, or you could be dancing. Basically, you want to do anything that is active. If it's you walking to the store, or you walking to the coffee shop, or you going outside with your children, you want to do 60 minutes bare minimum every day of some form of physical activity. Step number 2, once we know that we're going to be doing at least 60 minutes of cardio or physical activity every day, we need to pick a time for us to do our cardio. The cardio does not have to be done all at once. You can do 60 minutes in the morning as soon as you wake up like I do, or you can do 30 minutes in the morning and then 30 minutes at night, or you can split it up however you want. Some people like to do some cardio after breakfast and then after lunch and then after dinner. That is all fine. When you do your cardio, this will help you burn more calories, which means it will help you burn fat. Next, we're going to talk about how should I work out if I want to lose body fat and build muscle. How should I work out? Working out means weightlifting. This means your strength training. So step number 1, we're going to pick which body parts we want to grow, because the reason why we strength train, the reason why we lift weights is to increase our strength and build muscle. You don't lift weights to lose fat. You lift weights to strengthen your muscles and to build your muscles, make them bigger. So step number 1 is we want to pick which body parts we want to grow. Now, to keep it simple, I have this sectioned off into 3 sections. Do we want to grow our lower body? Do we want to grow our upper body? And do we want to grow our core? Now, you might say you want to grow all 3, and that is completely fine. Most women say they want to grow their lower body, they want to strengthen their core, and they would like to kind of touch their upper body a little bit. So whichever way you want to structure this is completely up to you. But I'm going to assume, and I recommend everybody here should be trying to grow their upper body, lower body, and their core. You want to get strong everywhere. And ladies, don't be alarmed. You're not going to just all of a sudden, get super big and strong by accident. It doesn't work like that. Now, once we know which body parts we want to grow, step number 2 is this. Every body part that we want to grow, we need to train it 2 to 3 times a week. So for example, if you want to grow your legs and your glutes, aka your lower body, you're going to do exercises that target your lower body 2 to 3 times a week. That means you're going to be doing things like squats or lunges or glute bridges. You're doing those exercises, those group of exercises 2 to 3 times a week. If you want to grow your upper body, you're going to do exercises that target your upper body 2 to 3 times a week, such as push-ups, back rows, shoulder presses, bicep curls. All of those group of exercises, we're going to do that 2 to 3 times a week. If you want to strengthen your core, you're going to do exercises that strengthen your core 2 to 3 times a week, such as sit-ups, planks, leg raises. Now, step number 3 is we put it all together. Now, everybody here can easily do 3 full body workouts a week. This means on workout 1, workout 2, workout 3, you're going to be doing the same exercises. And if it's a full body workout, you need to do exercises that target your lower body, upper body, and core. So here's an example of a good full body workout that you can do as a beginner, somebody who's advanced, doesn't matter. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you can do squats, then sit-ups, and then push-ups. And that right there is an excellent beginner-friendly full body workout. Okay? And if we do this and we eat enough protein, we will be able to build muscle. Now, let's do a quick recap of everything. I just gave you the full blueprint of what you need to do in order to lose fat and build muscle, aka tone. And if you follow the meal plan, you do the cardio, and you do the workouts, you will guaranteed 100,000% lose fat and build muscle. Now, like I said at the beginning of this, you don't have to try to do everything. You can pick one thing and just do that one thing, and then that will be good enough to start. And then once you master that one thing, then you pick another one thing, but keep it manageable for yourself. A lot of people mess up because they try to bite off more than they can chew. So if I was a beginner, where would I start? I recommend everybody here start with the meal plan. Okay. I would pick one meal that I'm going to change, and I'm going to make sure every day my breakfast is super healthy. I'm going to have 2 cups of egg whites and some spinach and some blueberries for my breakfast every single day. That would be my number one commitment. And then I would focus on my lunch. I would have chicken breast and veggies for my lunch. And then I would change my dinner. I would have chicken thighs and vegetables for my dinner. And then I would make sure I'm only snacking on fruit. I would take it one step at a time, mastering each layer, every level at a time. Now, some people have a little bit more bandwidth, and some people want to see quicker results. And if that's the case, I would just do even more. But you have to understand yourself. And that's the end of the lesson before we get into Q&A. Now, I would like to work with you one-on-one to help you lose 15 pounds over the next 4 to 5 weeks. But yeah, let me restate that. I would like to work with you one-on-one to help you lose at least 15 pounds over the next 4 to 5 weeks. Now, if you work with me in my coaching program, I'll give you a specific plan for you to follow that fits your life. So I'm going to give you a specific meal plan to follow. I'm going to give you a specific cardio plan to follow. I'm going to give you a specific workout plan to follow. I'm also going to monitor everything you eat and everything you do to make sure you're doing everything correctly. I'm also going to hold you accountable to make sure you are staying focused, and every week we are making progress. Now, if you would like to apply to work with me, then text the word coach. If you would like to apply to work with me, text the word coach to this number, 516-212-9162. Once again, text the word coach to 516-212-9162. I'll say it one more time, and then we're going to move on to Q&A. If you would like to apply to work with me one-on-one, then text the word coach to 516-212-9162. So that's it for today's lesson. Now we're going to move into Q&A. So we're going to do Q&A a little bit differently today. You can either just ask your question in the comment section, or you can request to come up and we'll do a call. Now, if you choose to call up, we're going to go over what your goal is, and then we're going to identify what you need to focus on, which basically means you might say, I want to lose 30 pounds. And then I'm going to say, okay, what should we focus on? Because we could do everything. We could do the diet, the cardio, the workouts. I'm going to pick the most important thing for you to focus on, and then I'm going to give you the one main thing that you need to do. So I'm going to help you, I'm going to just tell you exactly what to eat or exactly what to do in the gym But we're going to focus on the one most important thing to do, and that's how we're going to structure today's Q&A if you decide to call in. I'm going to try to structure it like that as well, too, for the comment section as well, too. But let's get into it. Someone said, can you snack on veggies instead? Yes, if you're trying to lose body fat, you can definitely snack on veggies. Cornelia said, great information. Everything I have been doing, I have lost 56 pounds within 6 months. That's incredible. I love that. Can you recommend a good workout app? So I'm not trying to be funny, but I do have an app. It's called Better You, Better Society. I have some workouts that I created about 2 years ago that I have on that app. You can download that at the App Store. It's Better You, Better Society. Steel Vino said, how often should you eat? You should eat 3 meals a day. How you space it out, it doesn't really matter. How do you fix being skinny fat? So if you're skinny fat, what you want to do is lose fat and build muscle. So you need to follow a meal plan, right, that has you in a calorie deficit, but is also high in protein. So to put that simply, follow a low calorie, high protein meal plan. So if I was you, that would be the number one change that I would start making right now. I would be doing a protein shake for my breakfast. I would eat ground beef and veggies for lunch. I would eat fish and veggies for dinner. Basically, I want you to start eating 3 meals a day and make sure you have 6 to 9 ounces of a protein source for each one of those meals. And because you are trying to lose fat as well too, I would pair a vegetable with that protein source. I wouldn't eat too much carbs, but it would mainly be a protein source and some vegetables and fruit. That would be the diet that I follow. And that would be the number one change that I would make if I was you and I was skinny fat, trying to lose fat and build muscle. And then after that, of course, start working out and start incorporating some cardio. Can you use frozen veggies? Yes, you can. What if I feel hungry? So if you feel hungry, these are 2 things that I like to do. If I just ate a meal and I'm still hungry, I will go get a bigger portion of what I just ate. So let me give you an example. If I just ate chicken breast and mixed veggies and I'm still hungry, I'll go get another portion of some chicken breast and veggies. If I'm still hungry after that, then I'll have a little bit of fruit as a snack. And if I'm still hungry after that, usually I'll just keep myself busy because you're not really hungry. That's just food noise. I am using the diet. I had to scale back on red meat because of gout. Will only chicken be okay? Yes, you can eat chicken as your protein source. That's fine. What are your thoughts on intermittent fasting? Intermittent fasting is fine. It's not necessary. I wouldn't even worry about it if I was you. How late is too late for dinner? Philip, there's no such thing as too late for dinner. As long as you have a set meal plan, meal 1, meal 2, meal 3, and you know exactly what you're going to eat, it doesn't matter when you eat your meals. Are there any vegan protein powders that you can recommend? The 2 that I have tried myself, one is Blessed. The other one is Only What You Need. Only What You Need. Andy said, if you could only do 1 exercise a week, what would it be? If I could only do 1 exercise a week, what would it be? I kind of hate this answer, but it would probably be lunges. How can I count the calories? Is there an app or something? I never understood that. Yes, you can use an app called MyFitnessPal to track your calories. You're also going to need a food scale as well. Tips on going from 310 pounds down to 200 pounds. So you want tips to lose 110 pounds. To lose 110 pounds, the number one thing you need to focus on is going to be your diet, because if you can get your diet right, even if you do no exercises, you're going to lose weight. So if I was in your position, I would follow a meal plan. And to make it simple for you, this is what I want you to start eating tomorrow. And if you stick to this, you'll definitely lose weight. You can do a cup of egg whites with 2 eggs, and you can add in like 4 ounces of chicken breast with some mixed veggies for your breakfast. For your lunch and your dinner, you can eat chicken breast and veggies. And if you need a snack, you can snack on fruit. That is a simple meal plan that will guaranteed have you losing weight. You can't do any junk food, no snacks, keep it strict. That will get you to your goal. And as you learn more, you'll be able to do more. I am 390 pounds. I want to lose weight. It's a 1500. I'm 390 pounds. I want to lose weight. Is 1500 calorie intake way too low, even if I do 200 grams of protein? No, you're 390 pounds. Like, you are not going to collapse. You'll be fine eating 1500 calories a day. Okay. Your body's going to pull the rest of the calories that it needs from your body fat. What is a good cardio time and incline for weight loss? Any type of cardio is better than nothing. So if you can just walk outside, do that. The faster you can walk, the higher the incline you walk at, the more calories you're going to burn. But they're all fine. As long as your meal plan is good, you'll be fine. Tips to get a smaller waist and get the V-taper look. To do that, you only need to focus on losing body fat. Okay, certain exercise is going to help you do that. Just focus on losing body fat, and that is the only thing that will tighten up your waist, losing body fat. Now, you can choose to grow your upper body. So if you get your back, your chest, and your shoulders and your arms bigger, and your waist gets smaller because you're losing body fat, that can give you more of an illusion of having a better V-taper and having a smaller waist. So if I was you, let's see, what would I do if I was you and I wanted to lose fat and have more of a V-taper look? Number one is I would lose body fat. And to lose body fat, I would do 60 to 90 minutes of cardio every single day. I would get on the Stairmaster or walk on the treadmill. Number two, I would follow a strict meal plan so I could get this done ASAP. I would have a protein shake for my breakfast. I would eat chicken breast and veggies for my lunch and my dinner, and I would snack on one protein bar a day. Other than that, I would lift weights 3 to 4 days a week seriously. And by me doing that, I would be losing fat and building muscle overall. And then eventually that would give my body more of a V-taper look because my upper body muscles would get bigger and my waist would shrink down and get smaller. So that's what I would do. Can I eat quinoa? Yes, you can eat quinoa. What if I do 30 minutes of cardio and just walk around work all day later? That's fine too. The reason why you're trying to do cardio is so that you can burn more calories. All right, so if you do 30 minutes on a piece of cardio equipment and then the other 30 minutes is just you walking around at work, that still counts as 60 minutes of cardio. Am I good? I'm 5'7", 205. I don't know. What if I do 30 minutes of cardio? Answer that one. If I weigh 136 pounds and my height is 4'9", how many calories do I eat? To calculate the amount of calories you need to eat in order to lose body fat, go to a calorie calculator that you can find on Google. You're going to type in your information and then it's going to give you an accurate number. If I just guess right now, it would be a cool guess. I would say 1,200, but for an accurate number, go to Google. It doesn't take that long. What type of fruit? So the best fruits for fat loss are going to be berries and melons. So blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, strawberries, watermelon, honeydew, cantaloupe. How do I stop the sugar cravings? Make sure you're eating enough protein and you're eating a lot of vegetables. Also, what I like to do is I would rather add in some carbs like some rice or some potatoes or some sweet potato if I'm craving sugar. So number one, identify what time do you normally crave sugar. If I normally crave sugar at night, so I eat some sweet potato at night. And by me having the carbs, that usually kills the sugar craving that I have. So I make sure the meal has high protein, so a lot of salmon, and make sure it has a lot of veggies, so a lot of mixed vegetables for the fiber. And then I'll add in half a cup of rice or half a sweet potato. And by me having the carbs in there with the protein and the fiber, that usually helps satisfy my sugar craving. If I'm still craving something a little sweet, I'll buy some grapes or some type of fruit. But I would satisfy my sugar craving with a healthy sugar option. Nothing, it wouldn't be chocolate and things like that because that's just going to make me fat and stop me from getting to my goal. I've been eating the whole food diet, prioritizing protein, hitting the gym 6 days a week. Am I on the right track? You are 100% on the right track. I would definitely keep doing that. Other than chicken, what other meats can I eat? You can eat any other lean protein source. So here's a few that I like. I like to do 93% lean ground beef. I like to do 93% lean ground turkey. I like to do chicken thighs. I like salmon. I like cod. I like top sirloin steak. So those are a few. Beer drinker here, 6-pack once a week, okay, or will it kill my metabolism? Well, I'll say this, the less you drink, the better. Watermelon and pineapple and orange is good. Yes, those are fine. I can only eat chicken breast or any other meat and veggies, any other meat and veggies, any lean meat and veggies. So I'm not really a big fan of ribeye steak because that's very high in fat. I would rather you do top sirloin steak or top round steak because it's leaner. It's a leaner cut of meat. That's just like you saying, can I eat ground beef? I wouldn't recommend you do 75% lean ground beef because there's a lot of fat in that. I would rather you do 93% lean ground beef. It's way less fat. Is beef jerky a good salty snack? Yes, that's excellent. Google always says losing 10 pounds in a month is super unhealthy, so I don't know what to do. I think that it's fine. I've lost over 10 pounds in a month. I have plenty of clients who have lost over 10 pounds in a month. I think that you will be fine. It really depends on who you're talking to. If you are somebody who has a lot of body fat to lose, you can definitely lose more than 10 pounds a month and be fine. Like if you have 100 pounds or 50 pounds to lose, you'll be okay. If you have 10 pounds to lose, then that might be a little stressful and hard for your body if you're already lean or if you're already lean trying to lose body fat. When do you eat rice? I typically, personally, I like to eat rice with one meal a day, and I will save my rice for my dinner. That's when I crave it. So I like to eat carbs around the times when I crave it. I don't really care for carbs for breakfast, so I don't need it. I don't care for carbs for lunch. I don't need it. I eat carbs around the time when I crave it, which is dinner time. Jasmine rice is fine. Hey, I'm 5'7". I'm a male. I went from 200 down to 135, and I still got some fat. What do you recommend? It depends. I don't know what you look like, but 135 is very light at 5'7". So I don't know. I'd have to see you. For most people, I would say, get as lean as you want and then start building muscle. But you might already be very lean, and you probably just have some body dysmorphia. So I don't know. What do you think of peptides? I have no opinion on peptides. Sorry. 4 ounces of veggies or 8 or 2 ounces. You can eat as many veggies as you want. I like to use veggies as a filler, meaning I add as many veggies as I need to feel full. So today for lunch, I was pretty hungry, so I added 3 cups of mixed veggies. Yesterday for lunch, I wasn't that hungry, so I added 1 cup of mixed veggies. Is it possible to lose 8 pounds in 2 weeks? Someone asks, is it possible to lose 4 kg in 2 weeks? Which basically means they're asking, is it possible to lose 8 pounds in 2 weeks? So I have clients that lose 8 pounds in 2 weeks all the time. And it's definitely possible because I see people do it all the time. Google might tell you don't do it, but I have people do it all the time. And in order to lose 8 pounds in 2 weeks, usually I have them do 60 minutes of cardio every day. So they burn more calories. And the cardio is them walking on the treadmill or using the Stairmaster or just walking outside. But I have them being more active. And then next I have them following a low calorie, high protein meal plan where they're eating 3 meals a day. The first meal is usually a protein shake. The second meal is usually chicken breast and vegetables. The third meal is usually any type of meat with vegetables. And as a snack, they will have 1 serving of fruit as a snack. And by doing that, they lose 8 pounds in 2 weeks. If I don't eat vegetables, I try over and over. I can't just eat fruit. If you absolutely cannot eat vegetables, then yes, you can eat fruit. However, the type of fruit that you pick, it does matter. I wouldn't do grapes. I wouldn't do bananas. I would pick fruits that are high in fiber. So I would personally recommend that you do berries because they're going to be lower in calories, higher in fiber. I want to build muscle, but still have body fat to lose. I want to build muscle, but I still have to lose body fat. Should I bulk? No, you should not bulk. If you want to build muscle and lose body fat at the same time, which is exactly what you should do, you should eat in a calorie deficit of 500 to 1,000. Also, make sure you are eating enough protein. Also, lift weights 3 to 4 days a week. The only thing that you really have to focus on outside of the diet is making sure that you are lifting weights intensely and you are gradually pushing yourself and you are training to get stronger. Now, the reason why I said you can do 500 to 1,000 calories under your maintenance, because I'm assuming you are a beginner. So because you're a beginner, you can get away with stuff like that. The more advanced you are, the harder it is to do that. Happy New Year. Is there a way to count calories without the scale or the app? So they have certain AI things that you can use. Now, they're not that accurate, but it is better than nothing. So you can download an AI calorie tracker and use that. I'm 255 and I want to get down to 190. So you want to lose 65 pounds, but I want to gain muscle in only my lower body. So to lose 65 pounds and also build up your legs and your glutes, three things you need to do. Number one is follow a high protein, low calorie meal plan. So you could have a protein shake for your breakfast. You can eat ground turkey and vegetables for your lunch. You can eat any type of meat with vegetables for your dinner. And as a snack on top of that, you can have another protein shake or you can have some fruit. Number two, I would do 30 to 60 minutes of cardio every single day. And then number three, I would train my legs and my glutes by doing exercises like squats, lunges, hip thrust, and leg press 2 to 3 times a week. Those are the three things that I would do if I was you, trying to lose 65 pounds and grow my legs and glutes. Bro, how do you get started to work out? Been feeling so lazy and have no motivation or energy. So, John, I recommend that you start small. If I had to go to the gym and start working out as a beginner and I had absolutely no motivation, I would create a 5-minute workout for myself. So I would write on a sheet of paper, go downstairs and do 5 push-ups. Then you rest for 1 minute. Then do another 5 push-ups. Then you rest for 1 minute. Then you do another 5 push-ups. I would go downstairs, I would do that, and then as soon as I was done with that, I would come back up. And that is a workout that I just was able to complete. Now, the beautiful thing is, by me doing that, it got me started. And if I stay consistent with it, within a few months, I'm going to be doing full-blown workouts, and the motivation will come back. Hi from Cincinnati, Ohio. How you doing, Dion? Philip Thompson says, what vitamins or supplements can I use for sore joints after the gym? So you can do fish oil. Other than that, I'm really not that sure. I've never really taken any supplements that have tremendously helped me out with my joints. So I do apologize for not knowing. Consistency builds motivation. Do it even when you don't feel like it. 100%. I agree. How much fiber should we eat in a day? Around 20 to 25 grams of fiber a day. The way that I get my 20 to 25 grams of fiber in every day is I have 3 meals a day. Each one of those meals contains 2 to 3 cups of mixed vegetables. And that gets me to my fiber goal. And occasionally I will snack on fruit in between my meals. 200 grams of protein on a budget. So for my first meal, I would do a protein shake with 2 scoops of protein powder with water or sugar-free almond milk. For my lunch, I would do 9 ounces of chicken breast with a side of mixed vegetables. And then for my dinner, I would do 9 ounces of chicken breast with a side of mixed vegetables. And then as a snack, if I still needed more protein, I would do another protein shake. And I know for a fact that would give you at least 200 grams of protein on a budget. Protein powder is way cheaper than any type of meat you can buy because you buy the powder once and that is essentially 30 meals that you just bought for 50, 60 bucks, which is pretty good. Can I season the chicken? Of course, you can season the chicken. How about yogurt for sugar cravings? Yes, yogurt is fine. I can't eat berries. I have GERDs, aka acid reflux, on 100. So fruit doesn't work well for me. So don't eat the fruit. You either want to pick the fruits that you can't eat or pick some vegetables. And if you can't do that, then you can just pick a fiber supplement. I don't eat breakfast. What do you recommend? You can do a protein shake. For the people who do not have big appetites for breakfast, just do a protein shake. That's what I would do. Like if I did not feel like eating a full solid breakfast, I would just do a protein shake. Have you tried MegaFit meals? It's been really helping me with the diet. No, I've never tried that, but that's good that you found something that works. I used to use Hummus Fit when I used to live in New York. How do I lose my belly fat? What kind of fat? That question doesn't make sense. You don't specifically target belly fat. When you lose fat, period, your body is going to take fat away from wherever it tends to store fat, and that is dictated by your genetics. Do you know how there are some people who, when they start to get fat, their stomach stays flat, but all the weight goes to their thighs and their butt? That's genetics. There are other people, everywhere else stays skinny and all the weight goes right to their stomach. That's genetic. The only thing you can focus on is losing enough body fat. And if you've lost 30 pounds and everywhere else is skinny and you still have a big belly, you still have a lot of belly fat around your belly, that just means you have to continue to lose weight. Because if you just continue to lose weight, eventually you will lose the body fat that is around your belly. Is rotisserie chicken okay? Yes, if you're on a budget, you can do rotisserie chicken. All right, everyone, I'm going to take one call. So if you would like to call up here on TikTok, you can. I'm going to take one call. If you would like to call up right here on TikTok, you can. If you want to call in, you can text the word call to this number up here, 516-212-9162. Or if you're on TikTok, you can just call in. If you would like to come up, put the word call in the comment section, or you can text the word call to this number, 516-212-9162 to call in. I'm going to take one. Okay, I see Alex Lopez. Hello, Alex. How you doing? I'm doing all right.
I was trying to see, I'm a big boy, I'm around 550 pounds, and I'm trying to start losing weight. I got a baby on the way. I'm trying to start fixing my life, trying to lose weight. How can I start?
Okay, so you said right now you're 550 pounds, right?
Yeah,
How tall are you?
5'9",
5'9". Okay, how old are you?
34.
Okay, you want to know where to start. So I would start off with diet, right? Because even if you don't start exercising yet, like you'll still be losing weight if we get the diet. Like you'll be losing weight super quick if we get the diet right. So let's like walk me through right now. Right now, do you have a meal plan or do you just eat whatever?
I just eat whatever, really.
Okay. So the first thing that I would say is let's make a plan of eating, right? And that this means we're going to have our 3 or 4 meals a day. All right. So we're going to write down meal 1, meal 2, meal 3, and meal 4. Like I literally just took a sheet of paper and I wrote down meal 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, The next thing we're going to do is write down what time we're going to eat these meals. All right. So let's say we eat the first meal at 9 a.m., then the second one at 12, then we eat again at 4, and then we eat again at 8. So we're going to have 4 solid meals a day. The next thing is we're going to write out what are we going to eat for each one of these meals. Right now, personally, what I would do, I would just eat like a meat and some vegetables, like some chicken thighs and broccoli or eggs and spinach, because I know for a fact, if you did that, you would be melting weight off. If you do that for a week, you're going to come back and be like, look, I lost like 15 pounds by doing this, right? Like just meat or protein source and vegetables. That's what I would do personally for each one of these meals. Now, I don't know if you have that level of discipline just yet, because we just now getting started. So what I would recommend is like write down 4 meals that you could realistically eat. And then, right now I can kind of like make them a little bit healthier for you. And if we could just stick to what we wrote down, we should be in good standing.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Do you believe in fasting? Or
I think
that will work?
I think that it could work. It could work. Now, so what do you have in mind? You're talking about intermittent fasting, right?
Yeah, like, cause I did it last week. I went 2 days without eating, and like I was good, but then the 4th day I ate, and then
Yeah.
after that I just kept eating.
That's why I didn't bring up fasting, because it's like you might do it for a day or two when you're feeling motivated. Like you look in the mirror, you're like, man, I'm about to just not eat. But then how long does that last? Because you get hungry and then you eat again. So I would recommend taking my approach that I just laid out for you. I know, look, this is the nerdier approach, right? I got to sit down here and I got to write down the meals. But I'm telling you, like when I lost weight, I lost 100 pounds in 6 months by following this same exact process. I sat down with a pen and some paper and I wrote down what I was going to eat for breakfast. I wrote down what I was going to eat for lunch. I wrote down what I was going to eat for dinner, and I wrote down what my snack was going to be. And I stuck to that every single day. So that's what makes the difference between people who actually lose weight and people who don't lose weight. Like having that concrete plan that you commit yourself to.
So how many calories do you think I need to stay on?
Because you are 550 pounds, like you don't even have to go crazy low with your calories. If you do 2,000 calories a day, that's still going to be a huge deficit for you.
Yeah. All right. I appreciate it.
No doubt. So, I kind of want to like equip you with a specific plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, what exactly are you going to start eating tomorrow?
Well, usually I don't get hungry until like 12.
That's fine.
That's when I usually eat.
All
I
right.
eat at 12. I could probably eat chicken and broccoli.
What type of chicken?
Breast.
Okay. Now look, you don't gotta look. I don't want you to think just because I always say chicken breast, you gotta eat chicken breast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So pick what you actually feel like. Okay, not only is this gonna get me to my goal, but I could really stick to this.
Yeah. And then probably when I usually wait until my wife gets home and then we eat. But I usually snack when I get home.
Okay.
I get home like around 3.
Okay.
That's when I was like, usually chips or something.
Gotcha. So 12 p.m. you eat chicken breast and veggies, right? You could do that. Now 3 p.m. you'll normally have a snack. Let's put a pause on that real quick. What time do you eat your next meal after your snack?
It depends sometimes. 6, 7.
Okay. So look, there are 2 things you can do. For 3 p.m. for your snack, you can snack on some fruit. Like Bob, I'd rather you snack on strawberries or whatever your favorite fruit is. I'd rather you snack on that and instead of the cookies and the chips. Man, I would go throw that stuff away right now. You probably got kids but my kid, it's like dad got to get in shape right now. So for the next 6 months, it's no snacks in here. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like real talk, you at the stage right now where this joint, like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to get graphic, but like you might die, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you got to throw this stuff away and like really lock in. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I got started in fitness because of this. Like my best friend's mom died 3 months after she asked me to train her. She kept putting it off. So whatever you got to do, take action immediately. Throw the junk food away. Change your environment. Somebody said that. It was like the whole house got to change. That's a fact. I've been doing fitness for 13 years. I don't even have snacks in my home. If my wife went and bought some chips, I'd be like, babe, no offense, I got to throw it away. I'm sorry. I don't got the discipline. It is what it is. But daddy got to be fit. You know what I'm saying? All right, so look. So we got chicken breast and veggies for lunch at 12 p.m. At 3 p.m., we could snack on some fruit. For 6 p.m., we could eat dinner. What do you want to eat for dinner?
I usually like steak or stuff like that.
Okay. What do you have with the steak?
Usually mac and cheese or mashed potatoes, something like that.
Okay. So the steak is fine, right? The steak is cool. I don't even want to make that too complicated. I would do top sirloin steak. That's the type of steak that I would recommend you do because it's leaner, right? You know, have some season it good, make it taste good. But the mac and cheese though, and the mashed potatoes, if you prepare it the way anybody prepares it, it's like unhealthy. You know, people put a lot of oil and butter and grease. Like it's not really that good. So I would recommend you do steak, some veggies, and instead of doing mashed potatoes, do like a baked potato. You know, instead of butter, you could like hit it with some cooking spray and season it well.
Yeah.
Does that sound realistic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or even sweet potato.
Oh.
Try sweet potato.
Yeah, that's fine. You can even make it into little fries and cook it in the air fryer.
Yeah.
So now after this, do you snack again late at night?
All that.
Say it again. Like after you eat your dinner, would you snack again late at night?
Sometimes, usually I eat dessert or something.
Say it again. Hello? Alex, you cut out.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah. Say it again.
I usually like ice cream or some sweet at night.
Okay. Ice cream, I got you. At what time?
Probably like around 8 or 9.
Okay, so let's say 9. Now look, there's a good ice cream brand that I want you to check out. It's called Halo Top. So it's cool. You got Halo Top. I would do that one. Now Halo Top is good because the whole pint is like 300 to 400 calories, which is way better than Ben and Jerry's, which is over 1,000 calories. So you can eat the whole pint of Halo Top ice cream late at night. It tastes okay. It's going to take some getting used to, but it's a good place to start.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I've seen them. They're like 300 calories or something like that. Right?
Yeah, that's like, yeah, and that's an incredible place to start. So look, you got a whole meal plan for yourself right here, man. If you reach out to me, I will, like I have it written out right here for you. If you didn't write it out, that's cool. Just reach out to me right after this, and I'll send you a photo of it. I have it in my notepad. All right, but that's it, man. I gotta run 6:30.
All right, man. Appreciate it a lot.
No problem, man. Alex.
I'm gonna keep you updated.
Yes, come back next week and let me know what's going on.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
All right. I'm so sorry, Yesenia. I'm sorry, Mark, but I do have to go, guys. I have a call that's starting right now. God bless you guys. I wish you guys the best. Like I said, for anybody here that wants one-on-one fitness coaching, you can reach out to me directly, and I'll give you the details on how my program works. And, that's pretty much it for today. Take care. You guys have a good night. I'm proud of all of you guys.